family and friends. Today is another day for on last card tutorials, and our main motive to help people understand AutoCAD. So today we're going to deal with this drawing, and if you're not subscribed to this channel, please kindly do it before we continue. Alright, so today it's raining at where I am, or my location, because for the past few days Charlie man have been the hot weather condition where man can't sleep, but thanks to God it's raining. Bye. So let's get started. All right, so let's do this analyze thing. So we have this radius or diameter, I'm going to use circle. All right, and from here there's a circle here and there's a line here. So now you get circle and line, two commands to use. Okay, and have this rotation here. Okay, then I'm going to use rotate, so 3. So you see you have these partitions. All right, so I'm going to use offset to do that partitions or that constructional lines over there. Okay, so and that is 4 or 4, and the circles too are going to apply the tan radius command to it. So we have 5 commands that you're going to use. Outside that 5 command, nothing that you're going to use again. So after knowing all these ones that you're going to use, then you think of where to start from or where to begin your drawing with. All right, you always start from the center and I work with it. So you can just draw a line here and offset to full length, or you can draw it from the center and offset to that place and then stand there and offset to the full length again. So let's do it. Okay, now that you're going to start, I'm already done draw my constructional lines over here and changing the colors to I've done that in my previous tutorial. So we have to set your unit as I always do. So let's say you're going to use offset a distance of 2.312, and from the center. All right, so I'll just select this and I'll offset. Okay, 3.212, and I'll stand there the same offset again with a distance of 5.804. Is it 5.804? Okay, all right. So enter to confirm, then select the last line, not the center line again, move to that place. Right, we are done with that. So for the drawing, we are done with this, that, and that. Okay, there's another line here. We are not going to deal with that line now, so we are going to draw our circle on this center point, and you figure out how to get this center line. For this center line over here to you, or this center arc over there, is this line is perpendicular to it, so meaning I'm going to get the radius from this center point to this line. So this line is 2.312, right? So we're going to draw a circle from this side with a radius of 2.312. All right, so we have this one. It's colliding with the last line over there, so that's going to give us the arc, or our center arc. All right, so we're gonna trim this, then enter, trim this out. We're gonna have our MA. We're gonna select this. So now that we're done with this, we're gonna go back to our drawing. Then we're going to have a circle with a radius of 1.7. We have 1.125 diameter and a diameter of 1.750. Okay, then there is, so that you rotate this line to get this angle. So we're going to work on that 3. So let's say our circle, or C for circle, this is our main center line, then the radius of, now this time is not the radius, the diameter. So that's why I say hit D on your keyboard, diameter, then so now you can divide this into 2 or divide it evenly. That's why I'm not going to use calculator. I just put D for the diameter, then 1.125 enter, then enter again to repeat previous command. So we're gonna have diameter of D for diameter 1.750. all right, so we have this. So we're gonna rotate, so RO for rotate on the keyboard. Rotate this, gonna do this. So I'm gonna C to copy the main line, and I'm gonna rotate to angle of 40. all right, so from there to there is 40. okay, all right, so now that I have that, you can trim this out, so we don't need this thing over there. So let's go back to our drawing. So there is this circles over here. This is the center point for this circle and that circle. okay, so you can stand there and draw our circles, these two circles, and we copy it and fix it at that point instead of going to draw it again. all right, so we do that. Then all that we're going to do is, okay, let's do that before we get confused. okay, so I'm gonna stand here, circle. I didn't even check the diameter. A diameter of a radius of 0.875 and radius of 0.438. all right, so circle with a radius of 0.438. enter again to repeat your command. So 0.875. right, enter again. So we're gonna copy this. That is CO for copy, no CC is for circle. So CO for copy this instead of going to draw again, copy it there. all right, so we are done with these two circles here. So we are making progress. So now we are having this arc alongside here, and there is from this point to this point, the distance is 4.38. right, that's the radius of this whole circle here, 4.38. so I have 4.38, meaning there's another circle here. okay, another circle tangential to that 4.38, and the distance from this side to that side is 2.312. right, so meaning I'm going to subtract 0. Sorry, with the 0.43. let's say, you see our point, that means point means 0 point, so the 0 didn't come, so 0.438. okay, so 0.438, going to subtract that 0.438 from this 2.312, so that we can get this arc over here. all right, so that means from here to here is 0.438, and the remaining will give you from there to there, so that I can get this circle. all right, the same thing applies to from there to there. right, so 4.3, and we have that. We're going to 4.3 to get this last arc over here. So we're going to subtract that one, or you can do some offsets. all right, so instead of going to draw another circle, just do offset this, so that because it's a complete circle or an arc, offset that to get that. So offset distance of 0.438. all right, so we're gonna offset that to 0.438. enter, offset this to that, see, offset that again to that, then enter to that, then to that. okay, all right, so we have it. I think we have it. So we have it, yeah. So we can change this once, or let's say MA on the keyboard, enter, you select this white ones here, so you drop on this, drop on that, drop on that. Oh, okay, we've changed the center one, so you can, trim these portions out. You don't need this. You don't need this. All right, you don't need this. You don't need that. You don't need this. Oh, sorry. Because okay, you don't need this as well. And you don't need this. You don't need that. You need that. So when trimming, you have to be, careful with your trimming per the drawing. You don't trim some part that is needed in the drawing away. All right. So the parts that you don't need, you trim them away. Okay. So you're done with that 10 over there. You're making progress, right? So now that we are done with this, let's move on to our drawing. And there is a circle here. Okay, there's a circle here. So today there's a circle. Today I'm going to teach another command too as well, so be very attentive. So there's a circle here, but the distance from this line, this means center line, to that side is 0.750. Right, so offset to that place, and you're going to have a diameter of 1.625 and a diameter of 0.750. Okay, that's for the smaller one, and the distance is 0.570. Right, so we're gonna do some offset over here. Offset for the distance of 750. Right, 750. Okay, so move to that place. All right, now that we have it, there is a distance from here to there to get the center point. Right, so that is 1.87. so offset of 1.87 what? All right, 875. Okay, 875. All right, so we're gonna do that again. Okay, so now that we have it, here is our center point. So there is we offset from this line to that place. So we're gonna have a circle with D, punch in the diameter of 750. Enter again. Oh, D, enter 750. Where is my circle? Oh, point. Sorry, instead of the points, I'm using circle 0.750. I'm using it with 750. All right, so repeat again, then 1.625. all right, so now that we have this, so sorry, D controls it. Pardon me for that little mistake over here. So circle D, because the circle was too large that I wasn't expecting. D for 0.750. That's diameter. Then enter again. You click D for, then enter 1.625. Enter. Okay, now it's perfect. So it's been a long day, so I'm a little bit stressed up. So sometimes you get confused and you correct yourself. So let's move along. So unlike other tutorials, they'll be doing it fast way, guys. So I want us to understand what you're doing. Okay, so let's go back to this, and there is a line from this last line that we have inside, which is 1. All right, so we're gonna do that, and there will be a circle with a radius of oh, sorry. That's a whole lot of tutorial that we're going to cover. So a radius of 0.437. Okay, and there is a radius of 750. Okay. So let's do this, and that's going to be twice. Okay, all right, so let's do this. So circle offset the distance of 1, enter inward. Okay, so we're gonna stand at this place, this point, radius of 4.437. This point dimension sometimes confuses me, but I don't usually work with that point unit 750.750. Then you go. So now that we are having this, you copy this line, these circles, 1, 2 to that place. All right, and at this top we are having a line here, so you can just click a line and a click a line, but it's not perfect. That's it. How sure are you that the lines are tangential to the circle? So we're going to teach you another one to be very sure. So you choose your line, then you hold down shift, then you right click on your mouse. All right, so you choose for tangent, then you see seeing this tangent snap over there. Then after you click it escapes. You see now where I just click here, but you see where the lines is touching, right? So it's escape. You just with your shift key down again, you right click, then tangent, and you click here anywhere, so to give it a tangential line. Perfect. All right, so enter to escape or exit command, then repeat the same trend, right? Tangent, then shift, hold down shift, tangent again, then click, then enter. So exit to confirm. So you can trim these portions out. So you're gonna click this line as a boundary. Okay, so you click what is inside is out. All right, so supposedly you're supposed to do the same thing for those ones inside, but I'm going to just do some offset. Okay, let's do it. You don't have to be lazy. Okay, so we're gonna do line again, just Control Z to undo everything. Shift, tangent, click, shift, tangent, you right click to get it. All right, escape, enter again, hold down shift, click, right click to get a tangent, then hold down shift again, click to get a tangent, you click and enter. You're gonna select this, you select this as your boundary first, then enter to confirm it, so you can trim this once out. All right, so boom, we're done with this. So we are done with the main thing over there, right? Almost done. It's just left with this circle, this 3, and this line. All right, so we're going to use the tan radius, then tan radius. All right, so we're going to do this part first before we work with these two. So we're going to draw our circle from the center with a radius of 1.375. okay, circle from the same center, 1.375, enter. Then we're gonna choose a line from here. By this time the line snaps at this end, click, then you hold down your shift, but we want a tangent thing over here, tangent snap over here to be tangential to it, right? So enter. So we are done with this side, and we are going to have circle T for tangent, T, click here. What is the radius? The radius is, you are not having, but we have it here. That is twice 6.625. Okay, 0.625. That is twice of this. Will be 12.625. We're gonna have 0.625. Enter, and the boom. We're gonna repeat the same thing there. And T for that tangent. I'm gonna click gonna click the 0.625, enter. Then you can select the trim, select this as a boundary 1, boundary 2, then boundary 3, and boundary 4. Then enter to confirm the boundaries. Then you delete this out, you trim this out. Alright, so we're gonna trim again. This time we're gonna select this as our boundary, then this line as our boundary as well. Enter, trim this out. Okay, alright, so we're making progress. Okay, 20 minutes that we've covered. It's been a long way. Alright, so we have to be fast and then end this tutorial. So we're gonna check the last thing here. This is the radius of 1.750, right? 1.750. We're gonna do the same thing. There is circle T. We're gonna have tangent of this, tangent of that. 1.750, enter. Then we're gonna trim by select this as your boundary 1. After selecting the trim, don't do anything, just select the boundary first. Okay, you select this as a boundary, then 2, then you select this side. Okay, so everything is done and neat. Okay, so you can delete this, all right, so I think we are done with the drawing. Okay, that's for today's tutorial. Thank God we've covered this whole time, and I'm tired and I need to